1839 Cherokee Meat Company is open to the public. It's going to be very much a competitor in an industry that needs more players, so to speak, and so we're going to be a player in that industry. But it benefits the Cherokee people in that every dollar that we produce is just invested back into the Cherokee people, the communities where they live, or this plant itself. But in terms of being open to all cattle ranchers in the area, absolutely it is, and I think it'll be used by a wide array of people near and far. The COVID-19 pandemic really revealed what a lot of people were already struggling with personally, and what the industry, particularly the cattle industry, the ranching industry, already knew, which is we did not have enough capacity in this country. Really, most of the meat processing in this country is controlled by 4 big corporations. And I think during the pandemic, we all, every one of us, felt the effects of that, whether it was higher prices or the scarcity of meat products available. We don't want to go through that again, and I think there's a movement in this country to address that. We've got a responsibility, the Cherokee Nation, to our people to address it, so that's what really was the impetus for this meat processing plan. Of course, food security is made up of a range of concerns, whether it's grocery stores, whether it's producing food locally. This, though, is an important component of it because we've got a great many cattle ranchers. They're going sometimes outside of the reservation to get things processed, and even inside, the wait times are long. This is good economically, and it's also good in terms of the availability of locally sourced food, and that's so important when it goes to addressing food security. Then from a food sovereignty standpoint, it's all about knowing where your food comes from, exercising some control over the production, and making sure you're doing it on a sustainable basis. I think we can achieve that here.
Right now, we're at a kind of a low capacity as far as custom and inspected processing. We would like to eventually grow our capacity up to 10 head a day in the future. Hopefully it won't be too much longer before we get to that point. We are going to continue to be providing for our retail space, and as we get more people hired and kind of get that ball rolling and work out some of our flow and stuff like that on our kill floor, we'll be able to up that capacity. I want to make sure everybody knows that we do plan to do deer very soon. It'll probably be next year. Just being the timing that we're opening right now, you know, deer season's already open. We don't want to be playing catch up. We want to do it right. And so next year we plan to open up that avenue to the public. As far as feral hogs will be, we're not going to accept any feral hogs just because some specific diseases that can come from those animals being inside of the inspected facility. We're just going to try and limit that to very little. We will be opening up some more positions very soon. I don't know how many that is yet, but I do know we plan to expand on our crew that we have here. We have 7 of us, including myself, and we plan to expand that. We're kind of just filling it out, seeing how many people we really need to get this thing really coming. We do plan to open up some new positions very soon.